and replay it at your leisure to, you know, if you just want to see anything over again.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, so I started recording. Here, let me log. Can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to just log out and then log in. So this would be branded with whatever your logo is for Global Concentrate. I went out and I didn't really see a website, so I wasn't able to grab something easily.
Yeah, no, our inventory is just an Excel sheet, so it doesn't really have any logos or anything like that.
Okay. So I imported a couple of items I created a Halls and a Voorhees warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So in order to create warehouses, you just go to the warehouse list, and you'll see that there's a lot of commonality across the screens in Inventory Pro. So if we wanted to add a new warehouse, we just click this button up here in the upper right, and then we would just add a new warehouse.
We can add as many warehouses as we want, or?
Yep, it's unlimited. Yep. So I don't know. And then you can check off different attributes, whether the warehouse is a build to address. Usually warehouses are shipped to and shipped from, but a lot of times they're not a build to. So you can check them off. Okay. And then you can, you can fill in all these fields however. They're not required, but you can fill them in as much as you want. So now if we go back to the list, we'll see Fairlawn in the list. Okay? Yeah. So that's literally all there is to adding a warehouse. And you can Google map them. Actually, it looks like Yahoo Maps. I don't know why that one didn't work. Oh, there we go. All right. Mm-hmm. Not that that's really important. And you can also have locations in the warehouse. So I create our standard location for us is called dock, but you can add locations like, I don't know, A1, mezzanine, if I could spell. So you can have as many locations in a warehouse as you want or as you need. Like A1, A2, you can have aisles and bins and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
The one thing I will show you is you can also have like a hold or, a quarantine. And all you get to do is check this box off that it's a hold location. And what that does is it takes your inventory, if it's like expired, the expiration date is passed, or there's some sort of quality aspect, like, I don't know, a drum is dented, or it didn't pass some QA test and it needs to be retested. You can put your inventory into a hold location, and it reduces your amount on hand by however much you put in the hold location. So if you had 5 and you move 1 to hold, it would go down to 4 available and 1 in hold. It just keeps inventory that you can't ship to a customer from getting to a customer by mistake. So if something goes into a hold location, you can't ship it, and it needs to get moved back into a normal location before it can be shipped. Okay? So before I go, I don't want to, the other thing, at the heart of the system are items, of course, and I only added a couple. I added apple concentrate to Voorhees, and I added puree and organic apple concentrate to Hall's warehouse. So each item in your system can have a lot of attributes to it, and you click on the pencil to edit the attributes. Categories, cost centers, who the supplier is, the default location in your warehouse, any notes about the item, and this is just free-form text.
Okay.
You can put pictures in, whether the item is discontinued or not. These are default reorder points that get applied to all of your warehouses. Whether there's lot numbers or serial numbers, and whether they're unique or not, and whether you want them auto-assigned by the system or not. And then there's all sorts of pricing fields, and then we have certifications and inspections, which are more geared towards tools and equipment, but I don't know, they might apply to you as well. So there's all of these attributes for every item that you can set, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So we also have the ability to generate purchase orders to buy the products, and we also have the ability to generate shipping orders to ship the products to your customers, okay? And we also have what we call transit slips, which are the ability, here's transit slips, which are the ability to move items from one warehouse to another. So if you wanted to move stuff from Voorhees to Fairlawn or Voorhees to Halls, you would use a transit slip. So the inventory goes, it gets basically put on hold when it gets transited from one warehouse to another, and then once the receiving warehouse receives it, it goes away from the sending warehouse and shows up in the new warehouse. And I can go into I don't know if you're going to do that or not, but I can go into more details. So
Yes,
I know this, go ahead.
we do transfers,
Okay.
either from warehouse to warehouse or within like customer and both a customer that has account at the same warehouse that we do.
Right.
Would that
So,
be the same as releasing the product? Because once the product when an order is made, it's put on hold, right? So would that be the same thing?
no, when you make something, we have assemblies and bill of materials. So usually what you do is you create a work order to make, I don't know, 500 kilograms of apple puree, and it has components. Basically what you do is you say how much you've made at a time, and it reduces the component inventory by however much you made, and it increases the finished good product by however much you made. So, but there's no need for a hold in that case. You know, you just have raw materials and finished goods. So,
Okay.
all right. So, I don't want to get, we do have the ability to print catalogs of you. So I don't know if you're going to find this helpful or not, but we have the ability to generate a barcode catalog of all your items. Okay, so you can publish this, or just put it at your receiving dock or your purchase, you know, your purchasing agent desk.
Doesn't really.
Okay. Okay. So.
How about a return product? Let's say an order for some reason was not shipped out. Because you're saying that once we make the purchase order, the item goes from being available to being like released, right? So there's
A,
no.
a purchase order is if you're buying items from a supplier. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here, let's just preview this purchase order. So this, we'd be buying organic apple concentrate from Eldinar. I don't know where I got this data from, but yeah, you'd be buying from this company and shipping to here.
Okay.
So it's like receiving your raw material in is what a purchase order is for. You know, buying materials. A shipping order is when you ship out to your customer. Okay. So here's an example.
Benjamin.
No, go ahead. Say that again.
This is not a work order, right? This is a shipping order.
This is just a shipping order. So this is after you've made the product and it's in inventory and you're going to ship your finished good to your customer. That's what the shipping order is. Okay. So in this case, I made one up that we're shipping from Hall's warehouse, and we're going to ship it to Acme in Pascagoula, Mississippi. Okay. And so there's two lines on the order. Apple puree, they ordered 1,001 units, and apple concentrate, they only ordered 1 unit. Okay.
Okay. How about bill of landing? Was this
right,
I can let a BOL?
Right. So if we look under the orders, we have bill of ladings. So I'll just pull one up here. Okay. So this is a bill of lading. Ship from, ship to, bill to, any special instructions, the bill of lading number, purchase order number that the customer gave you probably, the carrier that it's shipped on, the trailer number, serial number, any pro number. Now, keep in mind, I spoke to you about this the other day, Cynthia. We usually customize this bill of lading document to look like the document you want it to look like.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if you guys already have a bill of lading, we will edit this screen so it looks like you want it to look. Okay.
But
all right.
Benjamin, I didn't understand the difference between shipping documents and bill of lading.
A packing slip will be a release order.
How about the work order? Work order?
A packing slip is the one that goes in the product, right? Sometimes
right.
Like like when we the example, for example, is when you receive something from Amazon, it usually it comes a paper inside with description of what you're getting inside the package. We don't need that because we don't really put it on top of
but we do have a packing slip. Okay.
That's like another.
We're gonna use the package for the release order.
No, we're gonna use the work order for release order because we do have a work order, correct? A packing slip.
I'm sorry.
We do have a work order, correct?
Right. There are work orders in here. Right. I was just going through the shipping order because I thought we were mostly interested in the bill of lading, which.
No. I'm that we interrupted you. I was just
No, that's okay. That's okay. So we can generate an invoice. I don't know if you need to generate an invoice or not when you ship. Okay. Packing pick list is where to get the stuff in your warehouse. You know, when you're putting it on the truck. So we can generate a pick list, a packing slip. Here's the bill of lading again.
Okay.
Okay. You can also, well, I'm jumping all over the place a little bit too much, but yeah, all of those documents are available for your shipping order.
Okay.
Okay. Are you interested in barcode scanning at all or not?
No, we won't need that.
Okay. Do you do expiration dates?
We would like to use that as a, like, for example, if a product we need to be released, we would like to use whatever product,
It's
by
going to
expiration.
expire first, right? Right. Right. So on the inventory, when you're receiving stock, you can put in the serial number and any expiration date for the product. Let me just receive some of this stuff. I don't know. I'm just kind of randomly picking numbers here. And whatever the serial number is, or lot number. Pick an expiration date here. Okay. So I just saved the screen. I didn't actually receive it, but now I can receive it. And since you're not really interested in barcode labels, but you could print barcode labels.
Mm-hmm.
If we go back to the inventory, we'll see there's a history button that shows you everything that's happened for that item. We have audit trails, so it'll tell you every receive, issue, or locate and move or transit for every item, who did it and when.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a complete audit trail of every transaction in the system as well. Okay.
That's very good.
So, and the other thing we have is a tablet smartphone interface. Well, we did have it. Let me get to another one. Yeah, this is what the mobile interface looks like. So this is set up to run on a smartphone or a tablet.
Okay.
something that's not full screen. Okay. But you can do most of the warehouse functions. I'm sorry, this data is not good. There is no warehouses here. Rats.
Yes, but we do see, like, we could go basically log in from our phones and check whatever is an inventory. Okay.
Right. So you can do almost everything from your phone that you can do from within this application. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
How do we create a customer's account?
Under orders, there's customers, suppliers. Here's customers and contacts. Okay. So we have a list of customers and contacts. If you want to add a new customer, you just click add, and it brings you to that same screen. The grids in Inventory Pro are very similar. This is a screen that looks like adding a new item. So you would just put in the customer ID. Can you name a customer?
Let's do trading organic.
And then
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but one thing that we have, that's our customer, but our customers ship the product to different locations. It's never the same location.
Yeah, that's okay. We have ship-tos addresses of the primary. So you can have like a parent company, like Walmart. You might bill to someplace in Arkansas, but they have facilities all over the country. You can do
Oh, okay.
do that. You can do that. See this location of field down here?
Mm-hmm.
So you could have, trading organic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a location of trading organic up here. Okay.
Okay.
So that's where you get into the. It's like one customer with, I don't know, 20 or 30 different places to ship to.
Okay. And are
Right,
we
so
able
that,
to? Yes, I can see it. And we are also able to customize the product as well, right? Because our product goes by kilograms. So
yep,
when we add a product, we also can be able to add that into the description.
yep, yep,
Okay.
yep. With the other thing that we can do, well, this system that I'm demoing for you today is the one I sent you to a link, a username and password and a link to a couple days ago. So you
Yes.
could log in and play with this as much as you want. And the other, we can set up, if you're really interested after this demo, I can set up a test system for you that's only your data and only you have access to. This system gets refreshed. It's either every night or every week. We kind of restore it because there's other people on the internet coming in and testing it out. Okay.
Okay.
So there's reports. You can run inventory reports.
Benjamin, I couldn't get a clear understanding of how to refunds or like return product. How could we able to?
Oh, okay. So if you have a completed shipping order, shoot, there's none in this data.
First, if you could show us how to complete the order. It was sent out, shipped, and paid. And I guess you could show us how to return in case there's a credit that needs to be done or anything like that. I don't know if that's possible here.
Okay. All right. So this is an open shipping order. We can start to issue it out, which is to start to ship it.
Okay.
Okay. And then basically this is the issue grid, and it wants to know where we're picking the items from in your warehouse. And there's really only one spot, this dock location. And then all we do is finish the issue, and the product is going to be shipped. Okay? So now we can view the packing slip, okay, for the shipped item. And we can also view the bill of lading. Sorry, shipping orders completed. This guy. Oop, I meant to just click on. So this would be the bill of lading for what we just shipped. So now we want to return it. I think we just come in here and there's a there's a cancel button down here. I thought we had. Okay, so that returns everything back. And then you could just reship what you actually shipped. The other way to do this, I should have my guys on the line with me. There's a return. Here, hold on. I'm going to conference somebody in. Cynthia,
Yes.
sorry, my phone skills aren't the best at times. Yeah, I was right though. In order to return product, you cancel the shipping order, and then you just reship out what got shipped. So we basically did this right.
Okay.
You just return the whole order and then you reship it. The other way to do it though would be to just re-receive the item back in and apply it. You can just do a direct receipt. So you can just receive this. You can receive the stock back in. You know, I don't know, 34 units, and you could put a reference of return, and you know, customer over ordered. Oh, gotta put a location here.
But how about reports? Do reports run daily, weekly, or do we have an option to that?
Yeah, you can. Well, the reports are basically run on demand.
Okay.
So, and here's all the inventory reports. You can do cycle counts, the audit trail again, which shows all of the transactions. You can do it by, you know, there's all these purchasing, receiving, repairs, issuing, moving, all of these different, everything here has another list of the reports that go with it. There must be, I don't know, 50 at least, 50, 60, 70 reports in here. Okay.
Okay.
We can, if you want to set something up where it runs a report every night at midnight, we can do that for you. It's, you know, a trigger. We just set up a process that runs every night, and then it runs whatever reports you want it to run, and they can be emailed to you. So there's system users. There's a lot in this system because it's the demo system. These are all different people that have registered. And there are system groups that the users are assigned to, administrators, customers, suppliers. You could give your customers access to this. There's actually a quick order screen here that you can limit your customers to, and they can come in and generate an order for product online. You know, if they need whatever they need, they can come in and order, and it'll create a shipping order that your people in your warehouse will see. Okay.
So it needs to be approved first by the admin, right?
Yep. We can do it that way. We can set up the order that it needs to be approved.
Okay. How
Sure,
about,
but you can, go ahead.
I'm sorry, continue.
No, that's okay. What were you going to say?
And we don't really, we go by two things. We go by the product name, but we also go by a batch number. Sometimes we need to know what the amount, like the count of an item by the batch number, not exactly by the product.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. You can, let me think here. We have aliasing, but that probably doesn't, see this part's aliasing over here? What it does is it, and then you could just put a batch number in here. So anytime you pull up this batch number, it's gonna, you know, it'll look for just that stuff. But we do have the ability on inventory when you receive to put the batch number in. I'm trying to think of the best way to do what you want is we could, right now we show the in stock, and that this serial lot number would be your batch number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
so
what that would be the best. That's how it works. Best for us. The serial by the lot number. That way, when we search for that lot number, it gives you, it gives us a summary of the product and the amount and everything.
Right. So here, look. If I copy this number and then I paste it over here, and I say serial number, it's going to reduce the field to just that batch number. Okay.
Okay.
So you can click on the columns and sort. I don't know what I just did. I did something the system didn't like. So you can, anywhere you are in the system, you can click on a column and it will sort by that column. And you have the filters up here. So if you only want to see apple puree,
okay,
you just put that in the filter and click go, and that's the only thing you'll see in the list. So, right, that's how you would see your batches.
How about for users? Is there a limit for users, or how does that?
No, you can have as many users as you want, and we literally have, the U.S. Navy has a system with 1,500 users. Okay, so you can, and this system has 136. But I mean, you could give a user account to every one of your customers, which might be a big number. So that they can come in and do that quick order screen that I showed you. The only thing you're paying for is the number of concurrent users, okay? So you could have 5,000 users in here. The way we license it is by concurrent users. So if you only have 3 or 4 or 5 people in at a time, that's all you're paying for. Does that make sense?
Okay. Another question. So once we create the release order or the packing work order, we usually the way we work is I'll create it from here and I'll send it to one of our to the customer and also to the warehouse that's gonna the product is gonna be shipped out from.
Okay.
Is there a way to send it from here directly to them through email
Sure.
or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. Because they're just PDF files. So if we go to shipping orders, completed. Where did my orders go? If we preview this, you can save it,
So
and then just ship
download
out
the order and send it from our email. Like it's not, there's no way to go from the program to the email.
No, there is actually. On here there should be a control for send to email. This is just an Adobe.
Benjamin, would you mind holding? I'm sorry. Give me a minute, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Let me gather your information because Charlie doesn't want you to schedule it. What is your phone number? And when did you declare visit? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me pass this on and have somebody give you a call. Okay. So you want to know when we are going to be out to make future payments, correct? Alternate.
Benjamin?
Yeah, hi.
All right. Okay. My next question is, the account, correct? It's gonna say Global Concentrate as a shipper, correct?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
it'll say whatever you want it to say, right?
So if we, let's say we decide to ship from under a different vendor, which we are the vendor, is that possible as well?
Yeah, sure. Sure. You can, let me think how to do this. Trying to see all these different company locations we have. I'm just trying to think how you send the order, because we have the ability on suppliers, you can put different logos. Here's the supplier logo. We have the ability, I believe, to also do that with a company. I'm gonna have to let me call you back on that one.
Sure, no problem.
So I'm making a note here. Ship from multiple. I'm gonna call it company names. Okay. Let me call you back on that one.
Sure, no problem.
And there are, all sorts of lists in the system that are all user manageable. Ship via, whether you're shipping by a rail car, less than truckload, and you have carriers, all the different trucking or all the different companies you use for transportation. Customers, suppliers, same deal. All your contact information for all your suppliers. We also have suppliers catalogs so that you can put their item ID as it relates to your item ID.
Oh, okay.
So here's a sample. Here's the supplier ID. Here's your item ID. And then this is what the supplier calls it. Okay.
Benjamin, I think your computer, the system, it froze because we can see anything. I mean, we could see the
previous screen. Here, let me refresh it. Sometimes GoToMeeting has little problems, has network problems. Did it refresh?
No.
I'll jump to a different screen. Still stuck? Why is it stuck?
You can take your time. If you need to consult with someone else, we can hold.
No, I don't have any idea why. Is your internet okay? Let me go to my.
Oh, hold on. Do you want me to refresh the?
Yeah, just do F5 and refresh the screen, maybe. My internet's okay.
Oh, it's signing me out. There you
go. Now it says Cynthia has arrived again. Huh.
Okay.
Weird.
There you
go. Weird. Okay, so now you see the supplier catalog?
I see. Yes.
Okay, so these are the item IDs. This is what Global Concentrate would call your items in the system, and then this is what the supplier calls their item relative to yours. Okay?
Okay. Okay, so let's say that I want to create a work order, right? And one of our customers wants their name as the supplier, as the vendor. The bill of lading needs to say that as well. That will all be the same way, correct?
Well, let me try to I'm going to make sure I understand what you're saying. So you're going to do a work order to create some product, and basically you want the product to be private labeled. You want it to be their product, like a grocery store or something, or I don't know.
We want basically the paperwork to say, let's say instead of going now and it says under Global Concentrate, it says, let's say, Trading Organics.
Oh,
so
right.
From our warehouse, but the bill of lading says Trading Organics instead of Global Concentrate.
Right. Let me just...
Having different vendors under the same account.
Right. That's the one I'm going to get back to you on.
Okay.
That's the one I'm going to get back to you on. I know we can do it. I just don't know how to show it to you. I don't know how to demonstrate it to you.
Okay. That's fine.
So let me get back to you on that one.
Sure.
Oh, the other thing is there are utilities here. that basically let you import and export your stuff from Excel. So I'm going to just click export. I'm not going to pick a warehouse. Let's just download it all. So you can see it's creating an Excel spreadsheet down here in the lower left. If I double click it, it's going to bring me up a sheet with all of the items that I have in that test system, and then all of these attributes that go with it.
Basically what
Okay.
we have.
Right. It kind of creates what you have now in Excel format.
You can customize
Right.
this.
Absolutely.
All right. So you do have the ability to, and yet it's the same with the reports. Anywhere there's a report, let's do inventory valuation. I'm going to do all warehouses. Okay. Anywhere there's a report, you can export that to Excel as well. Okay. There's an export button. So here's that report in Excel. And then you can do whatever you want to do in Excel.
Oh, wow.
Send it to your customers or suppliers or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
So let me check with my guy Cynthia and see how we ship out. I'm pretty sure that the documents will have different logos and everything on them. So if you had, a separate color scheme and logo for trading organics, we can make the document look like it came from trading organics versus global concentrate. So let me just check on that, and I'll, like I said, I'll get back to you.
Sure, take your time.
The other, and you could put filters on your reports, and you could make the filters global so that they apply to everybody, or they're just for you. And let me show you.
Can you show me that? I mean, can you grab like just any logo and like show me that, if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. There's under system we have admin options, and then we have logos. Okay. So these are all the different documents that you can assign the logos to, and right now we just have the generic logo.
That, and you can like logo for the reading in specific.
Right. So then there's custom logos here. This is where we actually upload the logos.
Okay.
So if I click here and then we view it, see there's a WordPress logo. I think we have an Apple logo here. Okay. This is probably our CISS logo. Yeah. So we can add, we can put as many different logos as you want in here. And then I know we can do it, I just don't know how to show you again. How we ship, like basically what you want is the packing slip and the
BOL.
And the BOL to have like it's almost like it's assigned to the warehouse maybe, or maybe not. Like trading organics doesn't have its own warehouse. They're all the products mixed together, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So we'd have to trigger it off of the bill to, let's just go to a shipping order. Let's make a new shipping order. We'd have to trigger it off of a field in here. I might be missing a field. The other thing you can do with these screens is you can customize them, which is where I'm going right now. Yeah, we're going to have to create like a select box on this creation of the order that says which company it's shipping from. I don't see it here, but I know we've done it because we have on the suppliers, we have their logos in here. See the supplier logo?
I see.
So when we're generating orders, I don't know why we did this on suppliers, but for some reason, that escapes me currently. We have all of the suppliers and all of their logos in here, which is a little tiny bit different than what you're asking for, but not much. You're basically asking for a way to trigger on the orders how it looks. I don't see it by default here, but I know we can. I know we can do it. I'll have to figure it out and
Get back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we so far, I think that everything that you have showed us, it's within the our needs, exactly what what we're looking for. So we'll definitely we're definitely interested on going forward.
All right. Well, why don't you let me put up a system that's specific to you with your items in it and give you because this is going to, like I said, you have access to this system now, but it's going to refresh either tonight or this weekend, and all the data that we put in here this week is going to go away. So let me create a system just for you guys that won't get blown away, that you can test in. Okay?
Okay, yes, that'll definitely be helpful.
So if this doesn't have any transit slips, but if we go to the locate and move screen, so if I mark this and then I say I want to put it in transit, what did it just do? Sometimes I'm not that smooth. Should have asked me where it was going in transit to. Not doing a very smooth job here, Cynthia. Let me show you how. So hauls, locate and move units, mark, put in transit. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong there either. So at this point, let me try to escape from this demo before I make a fool of myself any further. And and come back to you with how the transit and the shipping from the different, essentially your different companies works. All right?
Okay, yeah. Take your time, and like I said, we are really looking. It seems like we liking it so far. So
right. I think it does what you want. It's a pretty good fit for what you're trying to do.
I agree with you.
So,
I think so. I think so too.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me put up a system for you and answer a couple of these questions, and I'll call you back.
Okay, sounds great.
And the other thing I'll do is, like I said, I recorded this, so I'll stick it up on YouTube, and you can rewatch it.
That'll be
pieces. All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
All right, Benjamin. So I guess we'll keep in touch.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
Yep, you got it.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.